So without further introduction, I give the word to Dr. Stevens.
Thank you. Thank you, Con. And thank you. Welcome to Italy. Yes, you are in Italy. I know it might not feel like that yet, but you are. And I'm happy to be here from Canada to join you. And as Con said, yes, we want to talk about the future of retail. That's the good news. The bad news is I don't have much time to talk to you, so I'm going to jump right into it if you don't mind. The number that you see on the screens in front of you are the number of stores that closed in North America in 2017. Grazie. No, the question, of course, is why, right? Why has this happened? Because this is happening all over, right? This is happening on the high streets of London. 15 stores a day now closing on the high streets of London. Just to train your salespeople, but to rehearse them, to practice them, to be perfect. So what I discovered along the way is that true customer experience is not just the way a store looks, right? It is more than that. It's deeper than that. It's about being super. It's about being surprising, unique, personalized, engaging, and above all, repeatable. And if you can be those 5 things, I will make you a guarantee. And that is that you will get this consumer coming into your stores, right? The creature of myth and legend, the millennial shopper, the one that no retailers can figure out because it seems like they want to buy everything on a mobile device. They want no part of physical experiences. Well, not true. In fact, there's not a shred of evidence that I have ever looked at that suggests that millennials don't like physical experiences, just the opposite. In fact, a millennial likes the experience of buying the product more than they actually care about the product itself. The experience matters more. And they say the experience that they have with a brand is their greatest predicator of loyalty to the brand. Now, that's very different than their parents. Right? Baby boomers were sort of, give me a good product with a side order of service, right? But for millennials, the experience really matters. But here's the catch. Here's the catch. 78% of millennials say that if they have $100 in their wallet, they would rather spend that $100 on experiences than on products. This is the first generation in history for whom what they own is less important than where they are, who they're with, or what they're doing, right? It is more about the experience. So great brands are leading with experience first. Build the experience, let the products come along for the ride. And here's a challenge I have for all of you. If you want to attract millennials, think about it this way. Is there anything in your store that would cause someone to want to take a selfie? Anything. Or a movie. Post something. I'll bet you while you walk around here this evening, you're going to take 100 different photos of things, just as we've been doing all day today as well. Would anyone do it in your store? That's a question that we have to figure out. Now, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking this all sounds great, but what this guy doesn't get is that there's a cost for all this, right? Building all these great experiences costs money, and somebody has to go down the hall to the boss and ask for that money. So what's the boss going to say if you say, give me $1 million, I'm going to build some experiences? What's your boss going to say? What's my ROI? Exactly. Well, here's the good news, and you can share this with your boss too. There's a huge ROI. Huge. In fact, if you are able to take your brand just 1 point up the customer experience index, you get a direct, immediate customer payoff in dollars per customer. If you're a big box chain, for example, it could be $2.44 per customer times the number of customers you have. It could be hundreds of millions of dollars just by going up 1 point in customer experience index. So what's the big idea? Well, here's the big idea. The big idea is that it is not the end of retail. It is not the retail apocalypse. It is not retail Armageddon. It is a time, though, where we have to innovate as an industry. We have to become crafty and cunning with the way we do things, and we have to become equally as crafty and cunning as Amazon. But the way to do that is not to go out on the market and just buy technology, right? It's not about buying an app or some data service. It's about understanding your customer's journey better than anybody else. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the heavy lifting that most brands just don't do. They don't roll up their sleeves and dig into the customer journey to really understand every single moment of truth within that journey, because that is where the magic can happen, within those moments of truth, because every single one of them is an opportunity to do what? To surprise, to be unique, to be personalized, engaging, and repeatable in every single moment. And when you discover what to do in those moments, when you really discover something cool,